Immediately, you will begin to see some of the problems with this stage of the game. It be ugly. I don't know what anything in this game means. So, wanna go out sometime? Ah, not the face! Not the face! That's my moneymaker! Recently, I've been playing this war of mine and crying at night, but I'm pretty sure that's completely unrelated because this game is super fun and super depressing. Okay, maybe not completely unrelated. And lastly, Lincina can become a Lancer. She's a strong, independent woman who knows what she is and she's sticking to it. I think I'm gonna keep playing and find out though. And doing quests for Shayla. Yeah. Oh, come on, game, you're not even trying to hide it. Let's play something else. Hopefully not another instanced action combat MMO though. I think I've done enough of those in the past few videos. I'm ready for something new. Huh. What's Continent of the Ninth Seal? Oh, for f***'s sake. And oh yes, you can tame a T-Rex. Look at his little tiny arms. They're so tiny and small. I am so sorry. But dungeons are where you'll be pitted against some of the biggest baddies around. He is really big. I, of course, went into these dungeons as a healer. I'm helping! Hey, Macarena! I also love my pet who collects my loot for me. I named him Bill Murphy, because he's my bitch. If you don't know, Echo of Soul is an MMO that just hit closed beta from the company that brought us Scarlet Blade. Oh good, that bodes well. Autopath, click some buttons. Level 4, bitches! At this rate, I'll be max level and who gives a f***? If you don't know, the Souls series of games are possibly my favorite games of all time. So for me, Bloodborne is like the second coming of the Beatles, if all of the Beatles were horrible death monsters. I'm farming. I'm farming in a game about training dragons. This thing did not get any less creepy. In fact, it only gets creepier the longer you play. Seriously, those teeth are the things nightmares are made of. Frankly, I wouldn't recommend it. Unless you're playing it just to watch the cutscenes, because they're so bad that it's almost worth it. But not really, they're just terrible. In fact, you may love it so much you wish you were living in this post-apocalyptic world. So you know what? Let's make it happen! Launch the nukes! I immediately regret this. Trove is just fun, plain, and simple. And honestly, I can't recommend it more. Unless Trion wants to pay me, then I can recommend it a lot more. That's right, the HIVELeader is on sale. Taking all bids! Yep, bitch be crazy. Then it's time for some story. I destroy these pillars and a chair. Oh yeah, I'm just that badass. Suck it, chair! I especially like the cartoony art style. Oh god, where are my arms and legs? Huh, I woke up on a beach, I have nothing on me. Let me guess, do I have amnesia? Who am I? Yep, I have amnesia. Start the fight normally, and eventually you'll be thrown across the room. Now, remember in the last fight how I told you to stay out of the red? Well, in this one, stay out of the f***ing red! Sweet Jeebus, it's everywhere! Dang, Trove, how you've grown. When you first started, you were like that awkward, gawky teenager that had pimples and got wedgies in the hallway and tried to make up for his lack of popularity and good looks with humor. But now you've blossomed into this cool hipster with a good sense of humor that people have to wait in line just to hang out with. Literally. I am, of course, the beautiful popular girl who saw past your geeky exterior, dated you for a little while, and then ditched you the first chance I got. But now that you've grown into the man of the hour, I'm back to show you the time of your life. You know what, this analogy's getting a little weird, let's move on. Point blank range, giant frog, 69% chance to hit, and miss. Oh, you mother. Gear is pretty basic, at least from what I've seen. You won't be seeing any boots of escaping plus 12. Instead, you'll just see leather armor, chain armor, longsword. There's nothing like the classics. Just don't carry too much or you're not gonna get very far. Come on, man, do some cardio. You also get some preset options for your face. Actually, this line is pretty indicative of the game's dialogue, which is actually kind of funny, especially if you take things wildly out of context. Like my trainer saying she's gonna give me a good tongue lashing and lip service. I wouldn't mind. Oh yeah. I did get to do some group content at level 10, which was underwhelming. Kill one wave. Wait for... 3 minutes. Yeah, that seems reasonable. It's a really small thing, but this gave me the motivation to keep playing. Because look how adorable those outfits are! Oh my gosh! What is wrong with me? I haven't reached the best part yet. Poop. Yes, there's a poop button. You can poop at will, and if you don't push the poop button, you'll eventually poop on your own. Dinosaurs will poop everything. As you level up, you'll be able to specialize into some different classes, making for a total of 80. 80 classes. That is insane, and not one of them is a bartender. So now at the beginning of the game, you're trapped on an oddly beautiful island, rather than a dank cave of bleh. This island is actually a much better representation of the game than the old cave was. Except for the cow. I miss the cow. When beginning the game, you'll go through a tutorial teaching you how to play, but you don't need that. You've got the HIVELeader, so you're doomed. Here's how you play the game. And that's it. That's the only jokes I'm gonna make about boobs and ass and the over-sexualization of this whole game. I know, it's ripe for humor, but I'd like to think we're all a little above that. Okay, one more. The HIVELeaders, looting etiquette lesson. Need on everything you can. Everyone else is going to, so why not you? Even if you don't actually want it, you need it. That's how capitalism works. Don't be a communist. Hey, did you ever see that movie The Happening where the trees are trying to kill people? Yeah, that was a stupid movie. Plants are pansies. See what I did there? They couldn't hurt us if they tried. Holy sh**! Of course, there is story here, which is fairly interesting and funny, kind of like Vindictus, but you will be reading all of it. Stop trying to make me use my brain, Nexon. You know I don't word good. If you don't know what this type of game is, let me demonstrate. So, you want to watch the new HIVELeader video, huh? It's gonna be 5 minutes. Unless you spend some real-world cash on some gems, in which case you can watch it now. I'm waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. You gonna buy some gems or not? You're given 4 races to choose from and can choose male or female. You then design your character. I went with this guy because, whoa, hey, family show. Oh, that's a tail. But knowing that doesn't really make it any better. I'm just gonna leave this here. So hop in and help Frodo destroy the ring. I mean, why not? Your journey couldn't possibly take as long as the Hobbit movies did to accomplish absolutely nothing. But I guess since they can come back to life too, it makes sense? I don't know, I'm not actually sure I see the point in killing NPCs. But hey, you can, and that's what freedom is all about. The freedom to do anything that you want. Freedom is what this great country was built upon, including the freedom to kill innocent people. Somehow I think that got away from me there. The game also loves to parody pop culture, from James Bond to Indiana Jones to Home Alone. Yes, Home Alone. F***ing marbles. F***ing rake. Hey, Ken! I autopathed some more and achieved another level, which I'm starting to feel like might be a bit pointless. Hey, I got a joke for y'all. In One Piece Online, what's the difference between a level 1 and a level 7? Answer, 6 clicks. I kid. It's actually 43, I counted. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, another zombie survival game. One of these comes out like every day ending in Z. Well, I can't really argue against that. Members can choose a Whispering Death. Become a member today. How about f*** you and give me my dragon? Then it's time to pick a class. At the beginning, you'll only have a few choices. You've got your swordsmen, your wizards, your archers, and your clerics. Oh man, I wanted to play as the bartender.
You won't be able to find her. You're more passionate about other things than I thought.
What?
She could be dead already. Don't you think we may be too involved?
Do I know you? This is literally the first time I've ever seen you.
Fine, I won't interfere.
Okay.
I won't do anything.
Just said that.
You're the only person who can do it.
The f*** was that? Now, patch 1.6 introduced something new called the Justice System. Finally, you can steal from random NPCs. Which brings us to a new segment I like to call Being a with the HIVELeader. Hey, you like your money? Too bad, it's mine now, bitch! Been working hard all day to provide for your family? Sucks to be you! Every activity you do in a dungeon has an effect on your character's stress. Your torchlight gets too low? Your stress goes up. Take a lot of damage? Stress. Read a bad book? More stress. Stressed? More stress! Building your base, training your troops, they both take time, and that's pretty much all you do. So everything takes time, unless you want to pay some actual money to make it go faster. And that's not pay to win. It's pay to go faster so you can win faster. There's a difference. I'm not really sure what that difference is, but there's a difference. It appears Tryon took my advice. Smart move, Tryon. Wink. And added in boats. These are a ton of fun, but not even their cannons can compare to the pulse-pounding, jaw-dropping excitement of fishing. It's so exciting I can hardly contain it! Yeah, I can hear you now. The graphics look old. Blah, 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 get over it. You are missing out on a fantastic MMO. And if you can't get over it, don't come bitching to me when other MMOs don't have good gameplay. I'm sorry you can't find an MMO that has both AAA graphics and good gameplay. But that's the way the world works. At some point, you're gonna have to make a choice. For example, I can't have six-pack abs and drink 3 gallons of chocolate milk a day. That's a choice I had to make. And you don't hear me complaining about it. My doctor does, but he doesn't count. Combat is basic hotkey combat, but you can switch to a more action-oriented interface, which doesn't really change the fact that it's faux action combat. Can't fool me in your fancy schmancy mouse-look repopulation. I guess I'll use it. So apparently Marvel Heroes has changed a lot over the past year, and okay, who is shooting me? Bang, 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 bang! Bang, 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 bang! Bang, 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 bang! Anyone else want to interrupt me? No? Oh. This is Blade and Soul, the action MMO we've all been waiting for, that the Koreans had 3 years ago. Currently, there's only 4. I mean, come on, this is 2015. You should really have more than that, guys. I deem you half-assed. What the f*** was that? I'm pretty sure a squirrel edited this. Tip number 1, flip. Like, all the time. Running around, flip. Fighting, flip. Flipping, flip. Just flip. Why aren't you flipping? Eventually you'll reach the roof where, nope, so much nope. This time, however, there was a new class available to me, so I went with it. You shall not pass! The Gandalf. Or wizard, or whatever. Hopefully this video helps show you what a true group can accomplish when you work together, and bring on extremely badass people to help drag you through a dungeon that you are completely underqualified for. What's in that tower? Go find out! The worst that'll happen is you'll level up your dying skill. Woo! Oh, woo! I'm conflicted. With these handy tips, you're ready to hop into the world of WildStar, and do exactly what you were gonna do in the first place. Play the game and bitch about it every step of the way, because that's the true way to play MMOs. If Ark is to be believed, killing dinosaurs is easier than clubbing some penguins. I'm going to hell. Many years ago, a game was forged in the darkest depths of Turbine Studios. A game of remarkable power. The power of bears. Godless killing machines with only one desire. Your soul. But the powers were forgotten before the game even released, and lay dormant until now. Hope no one turns me into a rug. Now, I'm not an expert or anything, but I'm pretty sure boobs are not made of jello, unless immortals have jello boobs. In which case I'm totally wrong, but I'm not mad about it. What I am mad about is there's no jiggle physics on male characters. Talk about a double standard, although I do get a butt slider. You know what, this is getting really weird, let's move on. I'm fishing. I'm fishing in a game about training dragons. Someone get a color palette up in here. Everything seems to blend together in shades of gray and brown and bleh. I'm here with Star-Lord, who proves that you can be a fat superhero, as long as you're no longer fat and now have abs. Damn it, Hulk, out of the shot! The story of Darkest Dungeon is a lively romp about an eccentric rich old man who gets bored one day and decides to dig up his estate's darkest secrets, basically unleashing the denizens of the underworld. I'm just kidding. It's dark as hell. Well, at least the old man survived all the monsters. Jeez, what the f***, game? So when Hi-Res Studios asked me to take a second look at the game, I said sure, but I wasn't gonna half-ass it this time, no siree. This time, I was going to assemble the most badass team imaginable. Unfortunately, they weren't available, so I had to settle. So, from a DPS point of view, take down this stupid red tower's shield first. No, I don't know why, and don't ask questions. Then go DPS the boss and follow tip number 1, which really should be a given, but people still don't seem to follow it. Hey, do as I say, not as I do. I'm a YouTuber, I'm allowed to be hypocritical. Stupid tank making me look bad in front of my viewers. Base building. This is addicting. In fact, I believe a few nights ago I told my wife I'd come to bed in like 30 minutes. Then I found myself getting tied up and improving my base for a few extra minutes. Hours. Days. I do plan on going to bed at some point. Remember how I mentioned earlier that the classes were gender locked? Well, that's not really a problem for me. However, if you're one of those guys who just can't play a girl character, C9 does not make it easy on you. Because this guy thinks I'm cute. Hey, big boy, come closer. Closer.
If you make a pass at me again, I'll smash your skull in with my giant f***ing hammer.
Lastly, you'll choose your ear size, which if you're an elf, I'm pretty sure this should be censored. What you do is essentially build a deck out of your skills. The skills then randomly rotate through your action bar while in combat. Oh good, let's combine card game RNG with our MMO, that'll be fun. Yes, each quest takes place in an instance map, kind of like Vindictus. Because of this, some of the items in the environment are breakable, kind of like Vindictus. Screw you, books, I don't word good. Now, while I did mention that the cow is gone, Gorgon did replace it with this big-headed guy. And if he kills you, finally, a character that properly represents my ego. Oops, I missed. Sure hope those torpedoes don't hit anything they're not supposed to. These bosses are usually a little harder to take down, but once you do, you have a chance to earn them as a mount. Oh yeah, I've got crabs! And you can quote me on that. Finally, we get to combat, and this guy really needs to learn how to use a cork, because there are much easier ways to open a bottle. So for what it's trying to be, it's good. I could think of worse ways to waste time. Like watching YouTube, am I right? Please don't leave. My team's first game was against some AI opponents because we wanted to practice up before our first real match. Naturally, we destroyed them. They're AI, they're stupid. I take it back, I take it back! Hey camera guy, pan up! Actually, this is kind of an odd one because look at this character creation. It is pretty dang impressive. You can entirely change your look, which you'll then cover up with a hood or mask. Glad I spent 45 minutes on this. But not just any person can be a bear person. Only a Beorning can be a Beorning. I'm gonna call them Beornings because some guy who's smarter than me on the internet said so. A Beorning, Beorning. I really would have liked to have been there for that name development meeting. Hey everyone, we're introducing Beornings into Lord of the Rings Online. They're a race of people who can transform into bears. What should their class be called? Beornings. Okay, well then what should their race be called? Beornings? That's good enough. Who wants lunch? Early level combat in MAB is pretty basic, but it does have a few differences. For one, I can breakdance. Oh, but I can hear you now. Stormtalon's Lair isn't the first dungeon. What about Proto Games Academy? Fine. Tip number whatever. Stay out of the f***ing red! Common Sense 101, bitches. But this is the very first dungeon. It's not like you're in any real danger. Oh! Whose bright idea was fire? So my friends at Ubisoft sent me a box. A mystery box. I have no idea what's inside of it. I bet it's a puppy. Is it a puppy? Is it a puppy? I bet it's a puppy. What the f? That is not a puppy. Do you like tanks? What am I saying? Everyone loves tanks. If they weren't so expensive, everyone would be driving a tank. It would be amazing! Auto accidents would become a thing of the past, instead replaced with auto massacres. Nope, nothing wrong with that situation whatsoever. After the second battle, you are given a companion, which I'm pretty sure is a character from the show. So this is probably really fun for fans of the anime. I guess. Maybe? Who am I kidding? No, it isn't. But at the end of the night, your scavenger gets to come home to the wonderful news that you've been raided once again and lost all of your valuables, even though you had guns and put all of your other members on guard, but that doesn't matter because this game f***ing hates you! The game controls pretty well, albeit a bit floaty. You will have to build or supply your own, even campfires. Freaking campfires! What the hell, game? It's a campfire! Let other people use it! It's not like it's a toothbrush or underwear or a wife. We'll just auto-path to this guy, hit submit task, and BAM! Level 2! Yeah! Progress! This fight requires that the whole group depends on one person. And if that one person doesn't do their job, they will all die. So who will be that person for our group? Hooray! We're all doomed. So try it right now, before I literally come to your house and force you to buy it. No, I'm serious. I'm outside right now. And I'm gonna ring your doorbell in 3, 2, 1. And for anyone whose doorbell just rang, you're freaking the f*** out right now, aren't you? Whatever, let's just fly. This is not as majestic as I'd hoped. I don't want to fly anymore. You did it, game. You made me hate flying. Game sucks! And don't forget, all the kill quests you could ever want, but never asked for. Anyway, back to my tongue lashing. Yeah, tell me how bad I am. I'm a bad, bad little pupil. Teach me a lesson. Gathering crap was not what I had in mind. And then you'll teleport to that instance where you'll mow down countless trash mobs until you make your way to a boss. And then it's back to the city where you'll do it again. Sound familiar? It f***ing should! You'll get some immediate backstory to your character, like the fact that you apparently didn't grow up in a place with deep blue skies, rolling white clouds, and an infinite shining sea. And you want to go home. To this, apparently. Wait, why do you want to go home again? Equal rights for zombies! Who's with me? Equal rights for zombies! Equal rights for— never mind! What is killing me right now? Seriously, what the hell? Oh, sentient demon arrows. Of course, yes. Of course, why didn't I think of that? Demon arrows, my bad. Tony! It's me! It's your buddy, Deadpool! Over here! Tony! Spider zombie, does whatever a hybrid spider zombie does. Eat some brains, break some spines, eat some more brains. That's about it. Apparently, the spider is the town's guardian, and it's gone on an unusual rampage. This girl is the Oracle, who wants to calm the beast. Bitch be crazy. Eventually getting to the point where you can do metal and iron, which is good because I'm not sure how a wood house would protect you from a brontosaurus. And if that's not a brontosaurus, whatever. I can't tell the difference. All dinosaurs look alike to me. Oh yeah, I went there. At this point though, all you'll get to choose are your racing stripes and your body color. Am I a transformer? I wish I was a transformer. Damn, my guy's got some junk in his trunk. Oh look, another survival game. What is it this time? Zombies? Or perhaps people that have no pulse or brain function and have a taste for human flesh? Or maybe it's people who've been taken over by a plant virus and have a taste for human flesh? Or maybe it's— I need some new pants. Final boss. Now it's time to face the most vicious enemy you can possibly imagine, even in a world full of demonic birds and toxic sludge monsters. This is the face of pure evil. Okay, he's adorable. Which you can then craft into a sword. Basically, there's a lot of steps in actually making items, so be prepared to hit a lot of iron.
Adventure.
The difficulty of the game is high, but not cheap. And frankly, oh, hi, nice old man. Whoa, shit! The moral of this story? Don't trust old people. But I really enjoyed helming a metal ship of death, which may be symptomatic of a deep-seated emotional imbalance and should probably be mentioned to a psychiatrist, but eh. This is an aspect I really enjoy and made me feel like I was a beacon of hope in an otherwise hopeless world. That is, until I went stir crazy. I could use a little help here. No? Just gonna stand there, huh? No, that's cool. I wouldn't want you to sprain an ankle while I'm fighting off a giant f***ing spider. You'll kill wolves, whatever the hell this thing is, and you'll knock over someone's game of stone Jenga. I mean, I really want more people to play this game. I need some more noobs to own. Oh man, no he didn't! Oh, I can't pull that off. So then you'll bland your bland through the blandest of bland. I honestly don't feel the need to give you the full breakdown. I did a lot of kill quests. One of the more interesting concepts in MAB is character age. In character creation, you can actually watch your character grow up right before your eyes. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Puberty. I was a late bloomer. You can also choose your character's voice.
Here I come! Ready for this? Let's end this. Die.
From 4 of the same voice. Seriously, they all sound nearly identical. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're the same guy. Hey, Dragamon, you need some more voices.
It's all right now.
Yep, bitch be crazy. There are also several other companions who can follow you, such as Cogsworth.
Mr. Face.
Hey, you robot. I'm taking my puppy. At least he doesn't talk back to me. Face. Hey, let me just try to speak some Russian here. Sweet Jeebus, stay out of the red! Stay out of the red! No tip! Get every man for himself! Skip the baby stage and unlock fly mode, mount ability, increased stamina, and added happiness? What is this, an ad for Viagra? I got a new dress! Oh, my shoes don't match. Oh my gosh, I'm getting off this game. Welcome to Dragamon Hunter, the cutesiest, wootsiest game ever! And luckily, if you don't end up liking the talent you chose, you can always choose another at Rebirth. Well, that sounds disgustingly convenient. Sign me up! Huh, my quest has some text and a number. What do you think I should do? Answer: kill everything! Some characters look great, while others, I don't know, she looks off. Ah! Demon baby! Burn it with fire! I, however, chose a non-ranged class for this playthrough, the Candy Barbarian. He tastes like Skittles. That's right, it's time for MMO Dungeon Bossing 101. Tip number 1, stay out of shit on the ground. If you see a circle on the ground, don't be in it, unless you're supposed to be in it. Then be in it. And how do you tell the difference? Just know. Hell, it's usually color-coded. We learned this in like first grade, people. Eventually, you'll get to ride the llama. Wait, that's not a f***ing llama. What the hell is that thing? It's like a llama slash emu slash abomination of nature. Okay, I don't know what the f*** this thing is, but it's totally pimped out and even better than before. Everything's better with rockets and a drill for a head, of course. Yeah. I'm not proud of the things I've done. Hashtag I just killed my neighbor was a pretty popular thing for a while. These were the Johnsons. I never liked the Johnsons. Honestly, it got so tense that I never knew which ones I wanted to fight less. The ghouls or the raiders? I mean, raiders have guns and set up traps for you, but ghouls are creepy and pop out of nowhere. Yeah, I don't really know which I prefer. Definitely not this though! Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away! Lady, I think there might be something wrong with your dragon. I think he done broke. There's actually even a Blade and Soul anime, but I don't really know anything about it. So to talk about it, I brought in an anime expert, Arcada from Glass Reflection. Hey Arcada, have you seen the Blade and Soul anime?
Nope.
Cool, thanks for coming.
That's it? No other opinions, reviews, unscripted thoughts?
Well, if I do, I'll make sure to visit your YouTube channel, youtube.com/grarcada. Click on the link in the description below or on one of these annotations.
Wait, did this just become an ad?
Bye! Best cameo ever. And another quest, you'll use your Witcher senses to help solve a crime. That's kinda cool. You're like a medieval Batman. You even kinda sound like Batman.
Harsh as punishment goes.
Our mission, a veteran ranger has died on the job and no one knows how or why. So what's the logical solution? Throw more people at it! That'll get the job done. Or perhaps get more people killed, but whatevs. Oh my god, Nick! I love your work, especially the one with the bees! Oh, I love that one. Nick, where are you going? Nick, come back! There's now some spiffy intro sequences and tutorials complete with terrible voiceovers.
We need to comb through the town, eliminate the Verds, and find the survivors.
Now, it has been mentioned in several places that these voiceovers are just placeholders until open beta, but yeah, we've heard that before. Destiny! Sorry about that, had some bad voice acting in my throat. And then add to that, it's also in the horror genre. I mean, how could you hate that? Answer, you can't. Everyone loves Cthulhu. He's like Santa, except he brings gifts of death and destruction. Callie, God, whatever. Can become a dancer or Parents, cover the kiddos' ears. We good? They covered? Okay. I bet she is.
He's terrified. I can hear his voice.
Yeah, it sounds like this. I mean, just look at this. It looks fantastic. It's really hard not to get entranced by its beauty. Well, time to jump to my death. Whee! So drop what you're doing and go blow some people up in World of What? What do you mean this isn't World of Tanks? What the f*** is Armored Warfare? Oh. P.S. I'm a badass archer. The HIVELeader. Toxopholite. Look it up, kids. Okay, I got this. Damn it, stop moving! Stop moving! The HIVELeader. Toxopholite. I've always had a healthy respect for Lord of the Rings Online, as I've always found it to be a pretty solid MMO. I've just never played it that much because, truth be told, I'm not that big of a Lord of the Rings nut. Battleships? Well, I just flat out suck with battleships. I ended up making my character just like me. Short, stumpy, and incredibly jacked. It's that push-up I've been doing before bed. Makes all the difference. Developer Techland managed to make this game really fun. Unique? Not really. And the story isn't that great, but whatever. Parkour, bitches! Energizer. Not that one, aka an intergalactic ghostbuster who also has a rocket launcher and is a healer. Jeez, why the hell do you even have other classes? Bland, kinda cool. Yeah. The secret world will take you all over the Earth to beautiful locations like Egypt, Transylvania, Tokyo, sex houses. I don't really remember going anywhere after that. Here's the weird thing, your character looks like hell, but the characters from the movie actually don't look that bad, except that they all look like they just got off a 24-hour bender. Oddly enough, the very beginning of the game shows promise, but don't let it fool you. It's like a drug dealer, sucking you in with that sweet first taste. And then, BAM! It sleeps with your sister and steals your car. Unlike Echo of Soul, which feels like the entire development team spent all of their budget on blow and hookers, Cabal 2 actually feels like there was someone on the dev team trying. Just one though, sitting there working while the rest of the team blew their money on blow and hookers. Game development sounds fun. And all of the bosses I faced were simple tests of endurance. It was kind of interesting though, betting on which would give out first, my finger or the boss's health bars. Ah, finger cramp! However, I will say that the humor kind of kills immersion, like when this guy tries to back out of a conversation by saying he needs to visit his gynecologist. This brings up questions that I'm not really sure I want the answers to. But I'm gonna ask anyway. Why on earth is there a medieval fantasy gynecologist? Do you know what kind of tools doctors used back then? Can you imagine a gynecologist? And why are you bringing it up in this game? That's weird. And you're weird. You're weird, Dragonmon Hunter. You'll have to figure out which one is best for you and your playstyle. I just picked the one that made me look cool. Ish. Still ugly though. Huh. Tiny girl, giant hammer. I am so adorable! And just look at my cute little skirt, the way I run. Sorry, I don't know what came over me there. So I don't think I gave Devilian, yeah, that's how I'm gonna pronounce it, and I don't care if it's wrong, enough credit when I played the Thai version. Probably because I couldn't understand it. Does that make me racist? Dream of Mirror Online has returned from the dead. I didn't know it had left, or even existed. Now, something that's bound to be a bit controversial is that Rebel Galaxy does away with that whole third dimension thing. Now don't get me wrong, I like going up and down as much as the next guy. I could have phrased that better. Our team was broken. We had become bitter husks of men. And with solemn resignation, we decided to attempt one last conquest to see if we could regain our lost pride, knowing that this redemption would likely never come. Boy, how right we were! You'll need all of your wits and courage as you pick random cards in hopes of succeeding. Dodge traps like I don't have an analogy for that. Oh my god. I got in! I got in! I finally got in! These bastards can kill you pretty damn easy, so you better learn to run and not get stuck on crap. Otherwise you're gonna get crap stuck on you. Zombie crap. Or just zombies, that was a bad joke. So stand in this and build up your ultimate ability. And eventually comes the time to use it. And I killed us all. What? Like you haven't been the cause for a couple of deaths in your lifetime? Don't judge me. But after you finally down that boss after the 28th attempt, well, that's a moment you'll never forget. In fact, I rank beating this guy right above the birth of my first child. Priorities, people. Tony! 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 Apparently I'm sad. Or angry. I'm not really sure. Combat is boring and lacks impact. I'll call it impact. You know what, better yet, I'll call it oomph. Yeah, that's a good technical term. Oomph. It lacks oomph. Destroyers were a bit too weak for me, so I just ended up dying a lot. Plus, they relied a lot on torpedoes for their damage, and I just kept missing. Oh boy. Those islands are uninhabited, right? But you're not trying to survive zombies or anything like that. Nope, you're trying to survive your fellow man. Because man is the true monster. You know that nice neighbor you have that bakes you cookies? Yeah, she's actually a murdering psychopath who would kill you for a chicken leg if it came to it. I'm watching you, Mrs. Applebaum.
Together with their hopalongs, they unearth untold treasures in an endless series of hair-raising adventures. Hair-raising adventures. Hair-raising hair.
I don't get it. You'll pick your hair, mouth, and stare into the eyes of pure evil. Yes, yes, yes. The HIVELeader does not condone mayhem or murder. Please put down the weapon that has magically appeared in your hand and continue watching. Thank you. But that's okay, because The Witcher 3 lets you know what it's all about in the first few minutes of the game. Blood? Oh god. Oh. Ugh. Guts. Oh, it's coming again. Oh. And butts. Huh. Odd that I censored this and not this. Oh god. Ugh. Man, what a great life. Watching TV in my beautiful home with my beautiful wife. Nothing could ever go wrong. Huh. Did you hear something, sweetie? 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 Oh my god. My TV! How will I survive? So I could see bases becoming a thing in PvE, not so much PvP. People are assholes. So drop what you're doing and go blow people up in Armored Warfare. If you know, you're tired of World of Tanks and want more World of Tanks. I don't know, I got nothing. I originally started out dual wielding and then moved into restoration staff as I wanted to make sure I could adequately heal in dungeons. P.S. I couldn't. Sorry, dude. Who died like 5 times in this dungeon. You know, I'm starting to think maybe that wasn't my fault. And get this, you actually have to walk to places. What is this, the Middle Ages? What? It is? Don't have any friends? Make some friends. It really isn't that difficult. Just start off the conversation small, like, hi, and then move into giving them money and items to be your friend. It's like prostitution, except legal. Now yes, a lot of these next 2 videos is going to sound like me sucking this game's metaphorical d***, but actually, I don't have a follow-up to that. I am sucking this game's metaphorical d***. As it turns out, the direction you're moving your mouse while you attack determines which direction your character swings their weapon, which is a really cool idea. So I ended up using a bow. Then it's time for story.
Get it together, rookie.
Huh, I'll assume that's me. I wonder what has my character all spooked. Holy sh! Nope. That's no, 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 no. Camera guy, pan up! Oh god, Gandalf is a Sith! If he's fallen to the dark side, he'll be unstoppable. Also, I want to see that crossover. Prepare for exclamation point questing like you've never seen. Wait, I'm sorry, let me try that again. Prepare for exclamation point questing like you've seen constantly since 2004. There's a few sliders here that allow for some customizability, but not a whole lot. But there was at least enough for me to be able to create the Slender Man, or this accurate representation of myself as a pizza. Oh, I got a Gronkle. Dad, I'm gonna pick a different one. Meet Fuzz. He's either shocked, terrified, or evil, or all at the same time. Not really sure, just pick one. It allowed for a really cool platforming section where I climbed this big tower. Huh, that was fun. I wonder what's up here. Ah! Me. And that's it. Seriously, this whole thing lasted like an hour. What the hell am I supposed to do for the rest of the video? Hey everybody. How about that airline food, eh? They don't even make it anymore. What's up with that? Huh? Oh god, I'm cracking under the pressure. Quick, go to the outro!